What's up, you guys? In today's video, I'm going to be talking about my septum piercing, but before that, the intro. So today, I really wanted to answer some questions that I had before I got this piercing. One of the questions I was burning to know, did the piercing hurt? So I have no other piercing except for these two, which I don't even remember to compare about how much it hurt. I was really nervous about getting my septum done because this is my nose, and usually when you're in a fight or something, that's the first thing you're supposed to go for, the nose. So I was like, well, if it's that sensitive, then how much is it gonna hurt? So when I went in, the piercer had this long needle thing, which I wasn't really paying attention to. She started poking around my nose and she said, "Can you feel the difference?" And I said, yes, because there is a sweet spot to your septum. So if they don't get it in the sweet spot, it's gonna hurt. Just from her poking at the non-sweet spot, it hurt. But when she poked at the sweet spot, it didn't hurt. So from a 1 to a 10, the pain for me had to be a 3. I don't think I have a high pain tolerance, nor a low one. I think I'm in the middle. What did kind of hurt was when she put the piercing in, which I would give a 4 out of 10. So it's been a little over a month, and I have to say this septum has given me no problem. I do have to disclaim that I have not been taking care of it like you're supposed to, but it's still healing quite fine. It kind of hurts to like squeeze it like this, but that's because I wasn't really taking good care of it. Like the first week I did what I was supposed to, the second week, third week, out the door. I just stopped doing it. When you do get your septum piercing, I do recommend you taking care of it, because you don't want it to still not be like fully healed within the month. Not saying that it's annoying, it is annoying, but it was my fault. And now if you're saying, oh, I don't want to get it because of work, well, this is actually the best piercing to get if you're not allowed to have piercings at your job. All you have to do is put it back, and then at first you feel it and you're like, oh, it's uncomfortable, but after like 10 minutes, you're like, septum what? I even know people that have been hiding their septum from their family for years. The only way to get caught is if you forget to put it in. I think my worst experience with the septum was when I was putting on clothes. I had to be very careful putting up my clothes because the first time I ever hit my septum with my sweater, it was the most painful thing ever. So something you have to know when you get your septum pierced is that your eyes are gonna start to get all teary. And that's not because you're crying, it's just something that happens. So my septum cost $45, and that was on a special. So I think it usually costs $55 or $60. So the aftercare that the piercer recommended was sea salt and hot water. If you didn't have sea salt, soak it in hot water. If you have the sea salt, put the sea salt in the water and soak your piercing for about 10 minutes. And they also recommended getting the dial soap with the little fishies on it and cleaning it up, but I didn't do that. Whoops. So one thing that I find the most annoying about the septum piercing is that it's always going this way and it's going this way, and I'm like, just stay in your lane, piercing, and just stay right there. That's all you have to do. Another thing I wanted to do was like pull it up like this, but then it like automatically starts to fall down, and I think that sucks, but oh well. So if you guys have any other questions about the septum piercing, please leave them down in the comments below and I'll make sure to answer you if I know the answer to it. But I think that's it for now. So thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe, like, and share this video. So thank ya and peace.